Another factor here. The Sahara Desert is the largest desert in the world. The wind almost always blows the same way because of the Coriolis effect. It happens to be in an area where the wind blows the same direction most of the time. The hot air comes off the desert and kills the trees at the edge, and that area becomes desert. The process is called desertification. That'll be a good quiz question. The process by which deserts grow. What happens is, once the area becomes desert, all the minerals leach out of the ground, and nothing will grow there again. You take pure, hot, baked sand and plant some seeds in it, there's nothing there for them to grow on. And so the soil actually gets sterilized. Nothing will grow. Sahara Desert is 1,300 miles north to south. This textbook tells the kids, notice the picture here, past Sahara Desert was pretty small, wasn't it? The yellow part. Then the pink part is the present. Possible future extension. People living right on the edge of the Sahara Desert are making the problem worse because they want to build a house or have a fire to cook their food. There's only a few trees anyway, so they cut them down. And now there's no trees. You get a good rainstorm, what happens to your soil? Washes away. Now you can't plant your crops because your topsoil is gone. So they move on further south. Because of the desertification process and because of people and their poor farming practice, the Sahara Desert right now is growing 4 miles a year. At 4 miles in a year, at 100 years, that's a problem. What used to be good, beautiful farmland is now desert in a hurry. What are all these people going to do? Keep moving. Where? Onto somebody else's property. Going to create a problem, right? Regardless of the human suffering and tragedy going on over there, and it is a tragedy, because of this process, this desert is growing. But even if no people lived there, the desert would still grow because of the hot air killing the trees and grass at the edge, and the soil gets sterilized. They did quite a study on this and said the Sahara Desert is about 4,000 years old. Actually, now with satellites, they can go up and fly over with the satellites and look down and see where old rivers used to be. Riverbeds all over the Sahara. Used to be a lush tropical forest. Sahara Desert's about 4,000 years old. Now that brings up an interesting question. If the Earth is billions of years old, why don't we have a bigger desert someplace? Why do you think the largest desert in the world is less than 4,000 years old? You have a theory about that, Dan? Yeah, me too. You see, about 6,000 years ago, God made everything. 4,400 years ago, there was a flood. In this flood, everything drowned, of course, and it's pretty hard to have a desert under a flood. And so the biggest desert in the world should be less than 4,400 years old, if the Bible is correct. Oh, and it is. Well, what do you know?